When Mike Tyson speaks, you listen. Mike Tyson goes in on Canelo Alvarez. He's very disappointed in Canelo Alvarez, the four-division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, aka Canelo, aka Cartelo, aka Cashnelo, aka Payday, aka Get the fuck out of here, man. Highly disappointed in the cash cow of the sport of boxing because he does not want to face David Benavidez, the most anticipating fight in the sport of boxing, the primary fight in the sport of boxing, the most asked fight in the sport of boxing. And not only is fans frustrated, one of the most recognized faces and voices and fighters of this generation, of this century, or the past century, Mike Tyson. In an interview with Marca, Tyson said he was surprised that Canelo walked away from a proposed multi-million-dollar fight with the natural rival Benavidez. I can't believe what I just heard, Tyson told Marca, responding to Iranian's reports that Mexican had turned down a deal of some $60 million. What's wrong with Canelo? Is he afraid of losing? Does he want to give the fans the fight that they want to see? Don't you want to give the fans the fight that they want to see? Tyson questioned. Mike Tyson kept going. Do you not respect legacy of the great Mexican champions who faced the best regardless of the money? This is a shame for boxing and for the Mexican. If I were him, I would accept the fight with Benavidez and show the world that he is the best. But it seems he doesn't have the courage to do it. It is a shame because he has a lot of talent, but he lacks heart. Damn, I'm gonna tell you like this: when Mike Tyson speak, you listen. Hey yo, I'm just trying to give you the impression. I'm just trying to make it sound as real as possible since we don't have the audio, damn it. But look, I believe that a lot of people agree with Mike Tyson. I think a lot of people agree and you know what I'm saying, relate to his sentiment because of course, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is the most asked fight in the sport of boxing, probably the most lucrative fight in the sport of boxing, Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. Now, of course, there's been millions of reports about Canelo Alvarez parting ways with PBC. Then 6 days after, returning to the negotiation table with PBC. There's people out there that saying the PBC doesn't have any money, PBC is broke or whatever. But Canelo Alvarez is a smart businessman. He would not go to PBC if PBC didn't have the money, didn't have the funds to showcase his fights on Amazon Prime, in which PBC inked a new deal. But look, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep on saying it. Canelo Alvarez is one of probably the most powerful boxer out in the sport of boxing. He does regulate the sanctioning bodies, the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. He has that type of power. He has the type of power to get what he wants and get the opponent that he wants anytime, any place, you know what I'm saying? So if the fight with Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez does not come through fruition, the blame goes to Canelo Alvarez. Now, that doesn't mean that Canelo Alvarez have anything to prove. Let me make myself clear. That doesn't mean that Canelo Alvarez have anything to prove to David Benavidez or the sport of boxing. Because Canelo Alvarez already have a cemented legacy. Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez is just a fight that we want to see. It's a trending fight and is an entertaining fight at 168-pound division. And yes, David Benavidez has earned his right to put himself in position to garner that type of fight or get that opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez. But I also always said about the issue in this sense that Canelo Alvarez has separated himself from his contemporaries legacy-wise. His potential opponents have not done 20% of what he's done in his career. Again, Canelo Alvarez is a four-division world champion, probably have the best resume of this generation, the cash cow of the sport of boxing, undisputed 168-pound division, and David Benavidez only held the strap one time, and the reason why he lost the strap, it was because it was self-inflicted. It was him. Again, I don't want to bring the past, but it is what it is. To put this into perspective, if David Benavidez would have never lost his belt on his nose or on the scale, we could have seen this fight a long time ago. So Canelo Alvarez put himself in position to earn what he has. David Benavidez lost those opportunities in which he gained, and he lost those opportunities. Again, Canelo Alvarez has separated himself from his contemporaries. They could say a David Benavidez fight is good, but even if he beats David Benavidez, what is Canelo Alvarez eventually winning? What does he win? If he goes to the Hall of Fame and he's saying a speech, what does he win? Does he win a title? Does it enhance his legacy? Does David Benavidez has a lucrative Hall of Fame worthy resume? No, he's not even on the pound for pound list, and he's not even talked about as a future Hall of Famer as of right now. He doesn't have any title. He's not on the pound for pound list. So what is Canelo Alvarez really gaining if he fights David Benavidez? What he gains is bragging rights. Bragging rights, but isn't Canelo Alvarez beyond bragging rights? Now, of course, there's other potential opponents like Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia is in the same situation probably as David Benavidez in terms of not being in the pound for pound list, not having a belt. And Edgar, but they talking about Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga, an up and coming star that probably is still not in contention yet. He just got into the position of contention and being in mandatory position. But in all reality, just like I said, and of course, people talking about potential Charlo fight, who's been out the ring, been inactive for a couple of years, and didn't have that type of statement win versus Jose Benavidez that was coming up from 154. So the issue, people may want to find Canelo Alvarez as having the issue of not giving the people the fight that they want to see. The issue is Canelo Alvarez has separated himself from his contemporary to the point where, in reality, these guys don't give Canelo Alvarez really anything in terms of enhancing his legacy. So why shame Canelo Alvarez? Do we want the fight? Yes. Should he give David Benavidez the opportunity, especially at 168, while David Benavidez has been mandatory for 2 years? Yes. Does people have the right to shame Canelo Alvarez compared to what he's earned? No, he does not. He should not be shamed. Canelo Alvarez has done enough to earn the respect of the fans, his contemporaries, the business of boxing. But what is Canelo Alvarez going to do? If he's going to stay active, if he's going to have the belts, he got responsibility, and David Benavidez is the front runner.